Hi, beloved in the Lord. My name is Emily D. You're welcome to yet another prophetic word that is always made more sure. It's always made more sure, beloved. They are forbidden. They are forbidden from coming towards you in a certain way. They are forbidden from coming towards you in a certain way. Totally forbidden. And now they are stranded. They've been trying to connect, but they cannot connect. They've been trying to have their way, but they cannot have their way. Beloved, you were there. You were right there. But they thought they could use you for whatever they wanted to use you for. Imagine them using God's own for their pleasure. Imagine them trampling upon God's own. Imagine them rejecting God's own. Imagine them, beloved, just not like you are imagining, but I'm stating the obvious. The things that have been happening. You were at their beck and call, pleading, and pleading, begging for their attention, begging for their support, begging for them to understand you. You were it's just like I'm just sitting here. God just revealing some things to me like look, see my son. Look at my son, look at my daughter. See where they were and see how they were being treated. They were all being treated like an outcast. And they were not asking, oh, you are an orphan, who is going to save you? You are an outcast, who is going to save you? Like, really, who's going to be? They were like, I can treat you anyhow, do to you anyhow, because I have the powers, because I have the money, because I have everything. Who's going to save you? If I say no, it's going to be no. If I say yes, it's going to be yes. If I do this, it's going to be, it was just all about them. They had a field day. They had a wonderful time. Even while they associated themselves with you, there was still that discrimination. There was still that moment of them rethinking things. They were all in, like they were being all double-minded. It was never a yes or a no in such a way that was clearer. There was always yes, no, no, yes, yes, no, no, yes, yes. Like they were never ever direct with you. They were never direct. They were always doubting situations. They were always being wishy-washy in all situations. And you were there just there watching, praying, and hoping that one day they can actually mean exactly what they say. They never meant what they said. They were speaking to you from a place of fear, and they wanted you to be in a place of boldness. And when you called them out by saying, listen, what you're saying or what you're doing, it hurts, they be like, you are disrespectful, and I don't have any sense of empathy. So at this point in time, now that you've decided, like, okay, you're done with the confusion. Now that you have decided to say, okay, no, this can't be the way they used to be anymore. You can't control like this. And they are getting confused now. They are getting confused now. They want to like sit up. They want to sit up. How can I be trying to sit up right now? Now that you have decided to like letting go, after you've held on for so long, after you've been dragging for so long, after you've been pleading for so long, after you've been there for so long, trying to understand, trying to make, my God, I don't want to wish this state of being for somebody. You tried. You tried. The roller coaster was fierce. You tried. Let things not be that so hard for anyone that needed a sense of direction. But you made it at the end of it all, you know. You made it at the end of it. You made it at the end of it all. And now is your time to start looking at you now in a certain way. Don't permit them to approach you in a certain way anymore. I just kept hearing the Lord saying, please don't allow them to approach you in a certain way anymore. They downgraded you, used you, because after all, no one was going to come to save you. After all, you know, they had all what it takes, you know, to approach you the manner in which in the manner in which they so deemed necessary. Anyhow, just anyhow, you they suddenly brought down. How can I say this? Because you became humbled, because you opened yourself to them, they began to act towards you in a certain way that was not pleasant. So they thought that, oh, you are just this, or you are just, let us relate with you in a certain way. Oh, you are just this. They just could not hold you in high esteem. They lost, that is, you lost value in their face because you opened up to them, because you became vulnerable, because you showed, they suddenly like, when someone sees you, beloved, hallelujah, they have that respect for you. And when you become closer, and you begin to bring down your guard, like in fact you brought down your guard towards someone that suddenly felt like where they placed you at, they just could not place you at that level anymore. That was just what was going on. And they began to approach you in a certain way, thinking that, okay, because you brought down your guard and you just been lenient, being also submissive, you're just going to control like that. No, you took back your power. You took back your power, beloved. You took back your power, okay? You were strong. You were strong. You let down your guards. And they trampled on you and saw it like as though you were desperate. And they began to approach in a certain way. No. No. You will not allow them to come at you in that way anymore. It is over. God bless you. I love you so much. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let us continue on this journey. Hallelujah. Please, if you want to have a talk, a conversation, please go in there and hit me up. Let us have a talk. You need it. You need a time. You need a moment to know what's really happening. In Jesus' mighty name. Faith is our vehicle. I love the ones. Try to see the next.